There they are. Alrighty then. Alright. Second deck of the evening, Modern. Moving on to Modern. So, as Pioneer has gotten more brutal and efficient and combo-oriented, I flee back to Modern, where at least I get to play with sweet cards that I love, like Wrenn and Six. So, over the last little while, I've made a lot of videos playing my Temur Urza Midrange deck, which is a brew of my own, based on some of the Temur decks from before, a couple weeks back, and the blue-green Urza deck that I've been doing pretty well. I jammed Wrenn and Six, and I sort of land package into that deck, and it felt really good to play that with cards like Cryptic Command, and I hadn't tried Deprive yet, although I would at some point. I wanted to try Tireless Tracker in there, and I definitely had an Uro in there. But I had a sneaking suspicion that I was not using my slots in my deck most effectively, because I had 14 to 16 artifacts plus Emery plus Urza, and the land package with all of those other cards wasn't particularly synergizing with that deck. I just like beating people to death with Urza's constructs in a reasonably efficient manner. So this deck instead has eschewed the entire Urza engine in favor of cards like Dryad of the Elysian Grove, which makes all of our lands into every basic land type. So we can synergize with a Valakut, the Molten Pinnacle. So basically, this deck is a amalgamation of the lands package that I was trying with Wrenn and Six, Uro, and Tireless Tracker, as well as Cryptic Command and Deprive with Mystic Sanctuary, with some of the elements of the Titan decks. So you've got Dryad of the Elysian Grove, you've got Once Upon a Time, and a lot of the land package featuring Tolaria West. We've got Ghost Quarter, and of course Field of the Dead. So we're just going to have a very grindy, powerful late game supported by Deprive and Cryptic Command being able to counterlock our opponents. And then we've got some of the best sideboard cards in Modern with Veil of Summer, and then we're not playing Mystical Dispute. We are playing Aether Gust in the sideboard. So MrRaeb is a member of the Faithless Brewing Discord, and they gave him a shout out. Saw this deck, and I thought, good golly, that is fabulous. So I had to get on here and try it out. Similar to a deck I've been playing already, so hopefully I'll be able to make it shine a decent amount on here. We named it Snurro Temur Snurro Cryptic and Six. No, yes. Temur Snurro Cryptic and Six. Because there's no real consistent theme to this deck. There's no particular cards or particular engine. Kind of Uro and Wrenn and Six definitely seems like the center point of the deck. But I like the fact that there's a snow-ish element. Not a big one. Not playing Astrolabe. We are playing Birds of Paradise instead. So we will see how this treats us. Definitely my kind of deck. I love Lightning Bolt as interaction. I like Thought Scour to fill up our graveyard. And here we go. Initial impression, though, would be I wonder if it's worth playing 2 or 3 copies of Deprive instead of any copies of Archmage's Charm. Pretty unkeepable hand here. Double tap land, colorless land, and only a Thought Scour to get us. That was the keep button. All right, so we're gonna get going with this unkeepable hand, of course, as we do. So I'm gonna lead on Tolaria West, and hopefully you can Thought Scour into some decent lands. Our opponent mulled to 6, so we got maybe a little bit. Opponent mulled to 5, so what's up, Paul? You just saw me keep a terrible, terrible hand. By accident. I was saying specifically I should mull. Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck. True. Alright, so let's go to Tolaria West and see how we does. Opponent mulled to 5. There's a good chance they're on Dredge, so we probably would have died anyway. Maybe. Castle Garenbrig. Alright, it's Titan. Amulet Titan. So we're going to Thought Scour ourselves here, see if we can't draw a better land. Maybe this Ghost Quarter will help us get a little bit lucky. Okay, that wasn't a better land, and there's nothing in the graveyard for us to use. think I'm just going to play the Mystic Sanctuary here. Yeah. Doesn't feel great, but maybe they think you are on Titan. Yeah, I mean, I played Sanctuary on turn 2, though, so like, if they think I'm on Titan, they're going to be very confused very quickly. We have a Deprive in our graveyard, so that means there's 2 more in the deck. At some point, I hope to be able to cast one in order to... Oh, Ghost Quarter. Please Ghost Quarter me, opponent. Please Ghost Quarter me. I would like one of my forests. Preferably soon. Well, I can always Ghost Quarter myself. Pull a classic Saffron Olive. I think I'm actually pretty priced into doing it. The nice thing being that Wrenn and Six is going to be able to pick it up later. So we're going to pull that sweet, delicious play. Yeah, we're going to Ghost Quarter our Mystic Sanctuary down here. They could, of course, Ghost Quarter us in response, but don't really think that's a great idea for them. So we got 1 snow-covered forest. We don't have a second forest in the entire deck, so hopefully this is going to get us there. The Titan deck mulled to 5 and had a Sakura Tribe Scout in their hand, so there's a reasonable chance that they're not going to have a crazy explosive draw here, but it's still possible. That deck has an unreal amount of just raw power. Yeah, Once Upon a Time definitely helps. Excellent draw for us would be Wrenn and Six anytime soon. There are 4 in this deck, and we haven't seen one yet, so... At our very worst this turn, we get to play an Uro, draw a card. Suppose we could play Dryad instead, but Castle Garenbrig II enters the battlefield tapped, of course. Hopefully they do not have a Karoo. That's one of the bounce lands, either Simic Growth Chamber or... they have no other lands. That is... Yeah, that's tremendous. All right, so it looks like their hand is almost as bad as ours. This Lightning Bolt's kind of great. But with them not having another land, I'm going to prioritize drawing a card rather than choking their acceleration. Suppose the Castle Garenbrig did come into play tapped. So if they have a Dryad of the Elysian Grove or a Azusa, they might be able to play them next turn, but we'll see. Can I resolve my Uro? Yes, I can. On the plus side, if we draw a single land, we will be able to escape this bad boy. There's a single land, which also means we're going to be able to kill their Sakura Tribe Scout here. So I have double blue or double green here, so this needs to fetch a blue or a green, and needs to fetch a red for me. I think I want Steam Vents. Just really quickly going to look through. Yeah, I want Steam Vents because I want more access to blue for the Cryptic Command. Pew pew, get out of here, Sakura Tribe Scout. Sorry, Yakim, your scout is no more. Pew pew. So we can escape our Uro next turn and very slowly start rolling towards some kind of game plan here. If this is Azusa or Dryad, it's not very frightening. Yeah, Cavern's fine. Probably going to get named Giant. Yep. But I'm assuming they don't have any more lands. They do not, so that's great. Although if they get 1 more, they can Castle Garenbrig their way into a Titan. So, does not feel great to be in this spot, but I think we're just priced into escaping Uro and going down a sort of beat down card draw road. See if we can't get anything else going. So we have Wrenn and Six, which will eventually give us the Retrace Emblem, as well as being able to pick up these lands. So I'm going to leave 1 Sanctuary, 1 Fetch land. Dryad's fine to delve. This is leaving Bolt. I'm taking out Thought Scours. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not going to agonize over it right now. Okay, get some triggers. Cha-cha. Okay, it's not a land, can't. Right. So we need to fade a Titan for at least 1 turn. Hopefully this isn't the land, or... Yeah. If it was, I feel like they would just jam it and jam the Titan into us. Although without a amulet, it's not that good. Yeah, okay. So faded that one. And actually, if I fetch an island and then I can fetch another Mystic Sanctuary. No, there's only 2 Mystic Sanctuaries in the deck. Okay, so we've seen all the sanctuaries we're going to. So gonna attack with Uro here. Thought Scour on top is fine. Don't have a land to play. Okay. I can Thought Scour. Hopefully we pick up a Wrenn and Six here. So haven't played a land yet. It's not a Wrenn and Six. We did mill one finally. I cannot play anything and hold up Cryptic Command. So we're just going to sit here. If they packed, we are priced into countering it because if they get a Titan, they can play it. Which would be the end of days for us. I guess I should have bounced a Castle Garenbrig with a Cryptic because it'll come into play tapped. So if we do make it to the end of this turn, that is definitely my plan. So playing Dryad, I can bounce the untapped Garenbrig. So I need a blue source here. I can also counter it and pick up my Tolaria West, which I could then transmute for Field of the Dead or Valakut. It's not really worth it yet. I'm just going to get the Breeding Pool, shock myself because my life total is not that important yet. We're going to go counter target spell, return target permanent to its owner hand. Yep. So the permanent we're going to choose is... Wait, no. Bouncing a Garenbrig doesn't matter yet, so... counter target spell, return target permanent to its owner's hand. No, just draw a card. Yeah, cool. Sorry, some of these lines are a little bit new. Attacking with Azusa. I guess that makes sense. They're not going to block with it. So just a few more draw steps that we need to fade. So during this turn, I want to bounce their Garenbrig. Birds is an acceptable draw. So go through for 6. So can do that, can play Dryad, can't do anything else. That doesn't mean I won't be able to bounce my Tolaria West, but if I'm not able to bounce Tolaria West, is it worth just playing Uro instead? Probably is. Let's play this Uro out and see what happens. What do I draw? So play Uro, keep the one that's been escaped. Draw. Foothills is fine. That lets me cast the birds this turn. Uro goes down. Let's go get Stomping Grounds, I guess. Yep. Gonna go get Island. Cool. I get to play birds. Get to go Cryptic Command, return target permanent to its owner's hand, draw a card. If I do it on their upkeep, I can bounce, or I can tap the Azusa as well, but that doesn't matter, so I'm going to do this now. So this takes them off of Titan mana next turn, gives them one less out. Oh, well. But that means they didn't draw the Titan this turn. But they probably already had it. Yeah, it looks like it. So now they can get Bounce Land and... Bounce land and field. But I think I can outgrind that, right? And they don't come in untapped. Titan brings them in tapped. Azusa means they have one more land play. So we're all right here so far. They have 3, 4, so they have 4 different land names. So even if they get field plus bounce land, they can't get any zombies. Bog. Yeah, that's rude. And Radiant Fountain. Yep. Very smart. Okay. So we lost our yard, which had our other Mystic Sanctuary in it. So that's unfortunate. Don't have any land plays for this Tireless Tracker. Attacking with Azusa. Yeah. Alright. Well. Phase 1. Have a land play for Tireless Tracker to give me a clue. Get a freaking clue. I would like to pay the 2 life, yes. Get myself a clue. Tap Tolaria West to draw that. And the breeding pool. Birds are still on 5 colors. Bolt is acceptable. It's not great. I'm gonna crack in with Burrow here. I don't think they're in any way incentivized to block, but let's see what happens. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. So once upon a time into Valakut. Yeah, so we're gonna once. Yeah. Okay. Once into this. I draw my Valakut Field of the Dead. Alright, I'm going to take that. Can't play it unless I play Dryad. I think I will. So it gives me the maximum amount of stuff going on. This also means that I get another tracker trigger. Stack my triggers. Alright, so this deck's doing stuff. I don't know if it's good stuff, but it's doing stuff. We're definitely not dead yet. And then whatever lands the Titan fetches can only do so much. If I had to guess, it's going to be field plus a bounce land, and then they'll be able to get 3 zombies this turn. Also depends on what they drew, but assuming blanks, if this is Dryad, we're in bigger trouble. But I don't think we're dead. So it's got to be Dryad. Maybe the Ghost Quarter is going to give us some trouble here because they're going to be able to get Valakut. If they're playing 2, we could be in trouble here. It's going to be a damn shame. If we lose this game, it's so close. Yeah, swing with Titan. We could block all of the damage, but we can actually block the damage and trade with the Titan. We have to be careful with the way we block because the Ghost Quarter has the ability to get another mountain at instant speed by killing one of their Castle Garenbrigs. So it's actually a pretty intense decision here for them. Field is definitely not good enough, I don't think. It's close, but I don't think it's good enough. We have 21 cards left in our deck. We've not seen the Valakut, right? I don't think so. No. Okay. Double Valakut. Yeah, that's pretty. But no bounce land, but they have Ghost Quarter, so they have 18 damage and triggers. Second trigger. It's probably oh, they're gonna kill the Uro. Okay. That's a choice. Okay, so we're gonna be digging for our Valakut or another Lightning Bolt, I think. Of which there is 2 remaining, so maybe we can find one of those. Okay. So Zombie, Burrow, and Tireless Tracker are dying. They're leaving us with our Dryad. That's a little bit surprising. So we're going to take 6. Then hopefully they don't have a way to bounce their Radiant Fountain. At least hopefully they don't have a way to bounce it twice. Don't know what these last 3... You just draw Wrenn. You know, I was trying. It's not super great now. Just FYI. Alright. Okay, well, I was listing the things that were going to be able to help, and that is definitely one of them. They can Ghost Quarter at instant speed, so let's do... Just ping them. Yeah, that would have... Actually, yes, that is an out. That was an out that I wasn't counting. So I'm going to play Uro. I suppose it's not likely they're going to get any more tapped down than what they are now. But they Ghost Quarter targeting my field. Resolves. Yes. No land. Cool. Is the Valakut actually still in there? Yeah, it is. Okay, good to know. Alright. Uro. Trigger. Sure. Please draw my Valakut. Please draw my Valakut. Scalding Tarn. Well, would have been good if we had the Valakut. Okay, can't play Uro out. I can play the second Uro and still have my bolts up. And I believe I can still crack the clue as well. Just looking for some insurance here. I know it's really, really, really tempting to just go for the kill here, but I believe we should be maximizing our draws before we do that. So there's the Wrenn and Six that's going to ping them for 1, and then they're in lethal from a single bolt. So hold on. Before I do this, let's see if I can get another. Oh, that was. Oh, all my lands are all the colors anyway. Never mind. All right. Being foolish. Haven't played this deck before, so we'll go red and green. Yeah. All right. Sorry, folks. Sorry, audience. Just was not aware that I could do the thing. It's gonna be fine. Some technical difficulties here. Just having some difficulties of a technical nature. Let's kill you with lightning bolt. Pew, 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 pew. Let's see if you can dodge a bolt. Do you have a pact? Summoner's Pact. Sure. I don't... What? They concede. Alright. Whew. Alright. Alright. Slightly nervous there, but we got there with the sick burn. Okay. So we're against Titan. Aether Gust seems A+. I don't know if we want engineered explosives. I didn't see any amulets, and I also don't know if I want Brazen Borrower. So that's a bit of an interesting toss-up. Lightning Bolt is definitely A+. That's not going anywhere. Tracker did draw us a few cards, but I'm not entirely sure if Tracker's how we want to go in this next game. Maybe we'll cut a Deprive. Maybe we're supposed to cut most of the Deprives. Maybe 2 Deprive. Uro was like okay hammering them, but something like that? Not sure. Definitely get at me, MrRaeb, MrRaeb, when you come and see this, because I'm guaranteeing you I'm screwing up this sideboard. Alright, we'll get 1 Tracker out of here, bring 1 Uro back. So, Tracker, Uro, and 2 Deprives for 4 Aether Gusts, and then I suppose I'm supposed to bring in Engineered Explosives for their Sakura Tribe Scouts and their Amulets, but I don't know about that. It's definitely something I want, but I guess I would board out my Birds of Paradise. That feels weird, but if I'm slowing down to interact with them, and then I guess I could board out the other birds for Brazen Borrower, but being able to play Dryad and Tireless Tracker on turn 2 seem really good, so definitely would want to sit down with MrRaeb at some point and get some info on what he plans when he sideboards this deck. This is not great. They started with 7, so I'm going to mulligan this. It just didn't have any interaction. This is a single land and a Thought Scour, but that land is going to be 2 colors. I'm going to keep this, bottom of the Cryptic Command, on a wing and a prayer. So let's do it up. Let's do it up. Let's do it up. It's going to be great. Oh, everything's coming up Millhouse. All right. This means I don't have to cast anything yet, so I'm not going to. Can fetch Steam Vents here to have both options available. We have a Bolt for an early Azusa, so kind of couldn't have worked out better, I guess. Not sure. Ghost Quarter. All right. This means I want to be a little bit careful with my fetch, I guess. Kind of want to get this Thought Scour going though. So just really quick, gonna look at the lands in the deck when I do this. So there's only one basic island. No, there's 2 islands. There's 1 island, 1 snow-covered island. Okay, perfect. So that means getting the island is okay with this first one, and that just means the other one has to get green-red, which does exist. And we drew another land anyway, so looks like we're kind of in the clear as far as early colors go. So lucked out a little bit there. See if we can't continue rocking and rolling with that forward. So they've also had a really slow early game again. Their last one was understandably rough because they hit snag of having to mulligan to 5. But this one sort of has no excuse. Wrenn and Six is a great draw. Like that. Like that a lot. All right. So while I'm fetching here, yeah, okay. So I cannot get a basic red at all. So it's important to juggle between Steam Vents and Stomping Ground here. Gonna get the Vents because if they kill... I'm gonna get the Stomping Ground because then this one can get the Vents, and then I can... No matter what I do, I can't leave up a red this next turn, so I think we're just gonna go get... I suppose it doesn't particularly matter. Breeding Pool. Okay, they're not interested in Ghost Quartering me. Got it. Cool. Not super terrified of what they're about to fire off at me here, so I have Breeding Pool here, so if I get an island, then my Mystic Sanctuary can be live from this point. So we're going to do that. Go green, red, play Wrenn and Six. And we will pick up... Don't I get the Forest? Kind of. I think getting fetch lands is supposed to be pretty much always correct. Alright. Don't have access to Lightning Bolt, but I guess we get to represent a Mystical Dispute. They could still cast Once Upon a Time, FYI. I think I've cast like 5 or 6 spells this game already. No, 4, 3, 3. 2 Thought Scours and a Wrenn and Six. Amulet of Vigor. Yeah, there it is. Alright. You got the Sick Turn opponent, or is this just a sad omelet? How many omelets and how many Karus do you have? Handwear Battlements. That doesn't untap. Cool. So that's a pretty good draw. If I want to play the Engineered Explosives this turn, I can't also play anything else. So I think just gonna pick up Snow-covered forest. Play it. No, Ghost Quarter is better here. Play the Ghost Quarter. Get a little GQ in my life. I'm going to play the EE off of Basic Island. Yeah, count as on 1. Cool. Question is, do I want to kill the Amulet now? I think that I do. They have a Castle Garenbrig in play, so if they have a Titan in hand, they can just play it. Suppose I could Ghost Quarter their Garenbrig and then pop the EE, and that's the maximum amount of damage I could do to the lands to their mana right now, and I would still be able to Cryptic next turn. Yeah, that seems good. Alright, we'll do it that way. So, killing the Garenbrig means they get to search for a basic. They're floating one in response, so this means they're likely casting a Once Upon a Time. Could also just be floating it for a potential Veil of Summer if they think I'm about to cast something else. We're going to make them cast this Once Upon a Time now. Alright, they didn't have it. Cool. Going to EE them. Oh, so if they have the next Garenbrig, they can just do it anyway, but whatever. I committed to the line, so let's do it. Let's see what's up. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? What do you got? Another Garenbrig? Don't do it. Have a heart. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you Titan me. Simic Growth Chamber. That's completely fair and balanced. Without the Amulet in play. That is a very reasonable Magic the Gathering card. Thank you. Alright. So, from this point, I really would like to have this Cryptic up. Actually, I think we're going to pick up this Ghost Quarter. We're going to play the Tracker. I guess Dryad's pretty great right now because I have lots of lands to keep playing. And that'll let me kind of get ahead in a couple different ways. So, yeah, let's okay. Deck is new to me, so definitely getting used to some play patterns. Sacrifice, Ghost Quarter, kill, Growth Chamber. They're also getting, just based on the Titan list that I've seen, there's probably an island in their deck now, and then there might not be any more basics. No, it's a forest. That's fine. Misty should still be able to get us a red source. I don't think I've seen my Stomping Grounds yet, so still have Volt ready to go if there's an Azusa. So if they have Castle Garenbrig here, they can still Titan, but without an Omelet in play, it's not as frightening. So Dryad might pull us really nicely into a sort of mid-game here. Holding on to the Misty in the event that we have an opening play Tracker is also good. Valakut is fine, because we can just GQ that. Okay. Second Dryad is kind of neat. So I think my play here is pick up Ghost Quarter, play Snow-Covered Forest, Ghost Quarter, their Valakut, and then just attack. We're going to see how quickly they're going to run out of basics. I wonder if it's soon. Alright, they had a fourth one, jeez. Alright, don't have a Cavern of Souls yet, so that's really the worst thing that could happen to us, but we're going to have a Retrace Emblem next turn for Wrenn and Six, so if we get to that point, we're going to be in just tremendously good shape. Comes a very counterable Titan. Okay, so if I go and get a Mystic Sanctuary, I'm going to be able to Cryptic Lock here, or to start Cryptic Locking, so let's do that. So another Cryptic Command in my graveyard right now, so let's get Mystic Sanctuary. Gonna put this Cryptic on top. Steady as she goes, folks. Steady as she goes. Cryptic on top. And I can just actually go counter draw here. So that's what I'm going to do, because I've got a Cryptic on top. No need to set myself back a land right now. Actually, this means I can get ahead of the game if I want. So Wrenn and Six gets me one more land drop, or I could just get the Retrace Emblem right now. I think I just want to get the Retrace Emblem. No, I don't have any lands in my hand. What am I talking about? Getting the Retrace Emblem is not going to matter at all. So I'm going to pick up a Foothills. I don't think that's right. I've got a Breeding Pool in my deck. I don't know why you're playing Dryad other than extra land drop for Wrenn. Don't worry about it. So play a land. Opponent's a little bit salty about getting Cryptic locked, I think. I'm going to Thought Scour myself here, trying to draw a second land for this turn. I did. I'm going to put Cryptic Command on top, because I have one in hand. Let's put Aether Gust on top in case they draw the Cavern of Souls. So this means that I can bounce my Mystic Sanctuary, draw a card, and then Gust. Yeah, Gust their guy. GQ number 2. Okay, so counter target spell, return target permanent to its owner's hand. Counter that. Choose target permanent, Mystic Sanctuary. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, your deck is dope and you're an ass. Okay. So 2-0 win there against Titan. Don't know if I played that optimally, but the deck definitely did okay, and they had a really rough draw in game number 2 as well. Played like a turn 6 Titan almost. It was like legitimately fair. They had one Omelet, and I had a single piece of interaction for it, so don't feel bad about that one. You definitely don't have to feel bad for winning the game against your opponent. That's what I'm supposed to be here trying to do, friend. MrRaeb made a kick bottom deck here, and it is definitely a blaster-brew to play. Alright, this might be the best hand we've drawn yet. It doesn't have... Okay, so they punt then wine. Oh god, this is one of the trophy leaders. This is one of the best hands we've drawn so far, though. So we've got a turn 2 Dryad. We don't turn 2 Dryad or Uro. We have access to Lightning Bolt as long as our bird doesn't die. Tolaria West. Okay, so they're on Titan, so that's 2 Titan in a row. If I draw red mana, I would really like to Speak of the Devil. I'm gonna go Bolt the Bird here. I'm gonna feel good about it. We're going Steam Vents because we're still going to look forward to where we might be. Sorry, just making sure I target this correctly. Looking forward to where we might be using Mystic Sanctuary. Definitely very quickly learn playing Mystic Sanctuary decks. You want to start looking right away for that play. And so they got the Tolaria West with their Once Upon a Time, which pretty great. Omelet, sure. And Omelet, oh, jeez. Alright, so with Sakura Tribe Scout, they would have been going Orth already here. Okay, so Wrenn and Six gives us a guaranteed land drop for next turn, where our Dryad's going to come down. It also means next turn we can... Yeah, okay, so we're going to be able to... Thinking, and playing. Pick up all Scalding Tarn. Alright, pass the turn back there, and hopefully they don't have a Karoo here, and then they just go tap for 4, bounce it, Titan you. With 2 amulets in play, I think we might be dead from that. Radiant Fountain's fine. That doesn't untap any number of times. Although they can follow it with Azusa. They did not, thank goodness. And they have a Tolaria West in their hand that they can't activate yet. So that's good news. I think this turn... Dryad or Titan. Starting to think that this deck wants to play the Dryad here. Because the Dryad gives us a land drop every single turn from here on out. And with the Wrenn and Six in our hand, that means when we're drawing lands, we're kind of... We dodge that illusion of flooding that Wrenn and Six can sometimes give. So I'm going to go snow-covered lands. I'm going to play the Dryad, and then I could play the birds with this Ghost Quarter, but with 2 amulets on the table for them, I really want to hold up this Ghost Quarter because if they play a Karoo, I can blow it up in response to both of the untapped triggers, and they don't get any mana from it. So the threat of Titan is heavily mitigated from this point, or the threat of a sort of speedy Titan. This looks like Once Upon a Time? No, Azusa. Yeah, can't do anything about that right now, but they don't have the tap land. Cool. That does mean they have access to an Unreal Amendment. I forgot to plus my Wrenn and Six last turn. All right, so we're going to punt, but we're not going to then whine. All right, folks? Not going to then whine. If we're going to punt, we're not going to then whine. All right, so I can play Scalding Tarn. Playing the birds seems good. Off of this sweet green mana off of my island. Gonna attack with my Dryad. And then from this point on, we have Cryptic Lock. And I can start Ghost Quartering them every turn. I suppose if I Ghost Quarter them now off the castle, that puts them further off of... Shoot, I just made the mistake that I was talking about earlier. I wanted to keep that, so if they drew a bounce land, they couldn't do the thing. Although, if they do draw a bounce land, I have this Cryptic up now, so it's a slightly different situation. Okay, Tolaria West. Okay, so they get 2 untaps off of that, so maybe they have a second Tolaria West. We'll see what they do with this. Summoner's Pack. Okay, they had the Summoner's Pack in hand. Cool. So they're going to Summoner's Pack now. They're going to get the Titan. They got to float 1 there. We're going to Cryptic that. So I have a Bolt on top of my deck. Or a Bolt in my bin. So we're going to go and get... I could just get the Mystic Sanctuary here and not crack the other fetch land. I think that's worth doing. Yeah, sure. So we're going to do that. Put the Bolt on top. Yes, please. Okay. Counter target spell, return target permanent to its owner's hand. So counter that. Bounce this. Go blue. Blue, blue, and anything. Counter bounce. So I don't have an extra card draw next turn, but then they don't have Titan mana. Are you attacking my Wrenn and Six? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So Bolt is good here. Get that bad girl off the table. So I have 2 land drops here, so I can play the Sanctuary, put the Cryptic on top. Yes. Pick up the Ghost Quarter. Play the Ghost Quarter. Attack for 2. Yeah, okay. I can Ghost Quarter them off of the Pact mana? Can I? No, I can't. But they have to pay for the Pact this turn, so they're not going anywhere. So basically I play Uro there and pick up the Cryptic. So I was even forgetting the fact that I would be able to... they wouldn't be able to... they wouldn't be able to do the thing. Alright, I feel like I want Birds of Paradise on the draw. Still not sure how I'm supposed to be sideboarding here. I know what I did last game, but Dryads felt really, really strong in these Titan games. But then again, my opponents have always been disrupted enough that they haven't really been able to go off on me much. So let's try cutting one. The Urrows were just locked in my hand that whole game, so that's why I don't feel super great. Thought Scour fills up my graveyard, but especially 4 Urrow. Actually, I'll keep one more than that. 1, 2 Deprives, and then Dryad? Something like that. So now we have slightly less powerful cards, but more interaction. I think this could be okay. I'm going to try it like this. I'm not entirely convinced, but cutting some of the 3-drops feels weird if we're leaving in all the birds, so maybe I'll cut 1 bird and bring back 1 Urrow. Alright. So definitely would love to chat to MrRaeb about MrRaeb to chat about how to actually effectively sideboard the deck. So this is not the best hand, but it has a Once Upon a Time, so I'm going to keep it and then just hope my interaction lines up well. Opponent starts off with Once Upon a Time. There's a good chance our turn 1 will be land. Jeez. Alright, with that, I really would like to draw. I'd like to hit a birds here, so let's see if we can hit a birds here. We did not. Tolaria West or Ghost Quarter. In this matchup, I really want the Ghost Quarter early. Gonna play Misty. That's fine because we can get Bolt. We can get red with that. Tap land. Alright, so they're going steady as she goes. Alright, so gonna get a Steam Vents. Yep. Gonna... So if I play the Ghost Quarter before the Dryad, that means I can't put the Ghost Quarter down post Dryad, which I really want to do. I don't necessarily need to fire off a fetch land yet, although I'm going to need to get some green mana going, so okay, cool. So that's going to get my breeding pool. So they've got a Souza Crumbling Vestige, sure. It's kind of a neat little soul land that they get to play. Okay, Azusa, I have to let that resolve. And then if they had any land triggers here, I can respond to those. This is the first time I'm able to respond. I'm going to kill the Azusa. So this is the punish for not playing out the Ghost Quarter that turn, but I still get to do it this turn, so hopefully that's going to be good enough. I goofed by not fetching at end of turn there. Probably won't be a big deal, but worth noting that I'm going to be 2 life points lower than I should be. So we play Dryad here. Dryad gives us an extra land drop. We play Ghost Quarter. And we're going to aggressively Ghost Quarter the Growth Chamber. This puts them on 4 mana. So they can go land, activate Castle Garenbrig, get the Titan in. So, okay. Yeah, they had it. And here comes the Titan. And that can get field going. Alright, so we did the best we could with the tools we had. Valakut needs my mountain to count 5 other mountains. So, yeah, it's not really great. Well, the Deprive means I can counter a Dryad if they play one. Which means they're not going to be able to get their Valakut going, but they can also... Alright, so let's not get too hung up on all that. Okay. So next turn, I can get 9 points out of my Valakut. So I can cast Deprive and activate EE this turn. 2 zombies is not bad, so I'm going to hold on to hope here. I can fetch a Mystic Sanctuary before I Deprive. But it doesn't get me anything particularly good, and it messes up my Valakut math for next turn, so I think whatever's going to happen here, we're just going to have to let it happen. Just the Titan coming in. Alright, I suppose that's fair. They didn't play a Dryad pre-combat. They do have a Cavern going on, so their next Titan is uncounterable, which is not the best, but hey, this is the Titan world and we're living in it. World of Titans. Primeval Titan coming in. Alright, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Suppose I only need to do 6 on this next turn. Ghost Quarter, Simic, Growth Chamber. They're going to be able to bounce their GQ and GQ my Valakut. That's going to suck. Yeah. Yeah. I think if they do that, I'm just dead. This is another Titan? Good lord. It's gotta be, right? Okay, let's see what this gets. Okay. Just a trillion more zombies, I guess. So I don't think they can Valakut without having the Dryad. And then I think if we draw Cryptic, we might be okay. The amount of value they've spewed into play is just pretty gross. They've got the GQ hanging out in their hand. Yeah, okay, so there's another bounce land, so let's see how clever they get with that. Hopefully they're going to bounce their Tolaria West. They did not. They returned Cavern. All right, so they can set phasers to stun. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, come on. You were so cool for so long. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're going to take the draw step, but I think that's probably game there. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess that's my fault. I didn't need to play out the Valakut and expose it to them. It just was going to allow me to have one more trigger. There's no Cryptic in my bin yet. Second Dryad doesn't help at all. Yeah, we're done here. All right, close one, close one, close one, close one. First Titan coming down was brutal. All right. No particular sideboard cards that I feel like I was missing out on. Just the mix of things that we drew in that game was not great. I feel like Dryad and Uro are pretty A+. Take out a Tracker. Tracker, and bring back a Deprive. Yeah. Our first Titan wasn't uncounterable, so just want as much interaction for that as possible. Although worth noting, we didn't draw any of the 4 Aether Gusts. We didn't even mill one. Would I like to play first? Yes. Would I like to keep this hand? It doesn't do anything until turn 3. No. This is better. Not perfect, better. Bottom of Cryptic. Done. Cool. Get turn 1 birds. So hopefully we can pick up an Uro or a Dryad. Opponent Ultima Mulligan to T6. We're both playing Once Upon a Time here. Yeah, I guess there's an Uro just like I asked for Christmas. Here's my birds. Hopefully we can draw another land so that our Uro doesn't ramp futilely. They put Selesnya Sanctuary in the hand. Battlement. Oh boy. Yep. Alright. Well, there was a land I asked for. So I think we go Shock, Uro. Yep. Yep, Misty. Cool. Okey doke. And then we've got access to Thought Scour. We sort of get to pretend like we have Bolt or something like that. And we can almost awaken Uro next turn. Second Amulet? Okay, no, they were just floating the mana pre-Sanctuary. Although this does mean there's likely an Azusa here or a Dryad. So they might have one of their crazy Titan draws. Nope, no crazy Titan draw, just the Dryad. I missed the end of turn Thought Scour. I'm so bad at this game. Alright. I guess fire off the Thought Scour on myself now. Pew pew pew. Alright. Tolaria West can get me. Okay. Yeah, we will, because I just drew the E. Oh, don't Titan me. Don't have everything. You can't. No, I don't believe it. Wait, does it cost double green to activate? It totally does, right? Oof. Oh, right. They have Dryad. I'm an idiot. I have Cryptic next turn, do I? It doesn't matter. Yeah, just dead. All right. So might have I don't know. Yeah, I guess with the way that drew out. No, because I would have had the E in my hand that turn, so I could have gotten rid of the amulet. So I don't know. Not sure, but definitely met a hell of a player playing a hell of a deck. I'll be back in 1 second to continue this league with Temur Snuro Cryptic and Six. Alrighty then. So, here we go with match the third with Temur, Snurrow, Cryptic and Six. Ugh. Played against Trophy second leader Punt Then Wine on Titan. We're just a couple draws away from getting that game, but they had a real powerful Titan draw and just messed us up nice. Messed us up good. There was a call to action earlier this week for Niv Mizzet pilots. I believe I will be playing some Niv Mizzet Reborn in Modern tomorrow. It's been a little while since I've done a league with it, so it's going to feel fresh and fun and new. Playing it in Modern instead of Pioneer especially. Lost the die roll, not a good way to start. That's a really good opening hand, though. Doesn't have an untapped land for turn 2. I'm still going to keep it. Here's hoping we pick up something good. Something... Oh, don't judge me. Going to be a really bad matchup for this hand, I think. Thought Seize would be rough. Inquisition. Yeah, I mean... it's everything, so... Bye, birds. Bye-bye. Yeah, cool. So... I guess I play a non-triggering Mystic Sanctuary here. Yeah, because that is an island. So, and if this is turn 2 Wrenn and Six, we're gonna be in a state real quick here. Although I guess if it was, they wouldn't have taken our birds. So probably strong indication they don't have Wrenn and Six on turn 2 here. Thought Seize. Well, we picked up a Cryptic we're not going to be able to cast for a million years, so you could take that. Dryad, cool. It's actually funny because I think Tracker's better in a Black-Green X matchup. We top decked Valakut, which is kind of funny because they just took our Dryad. Does mean we can have access to Lightning Bolt this turn. Probably about to see a Tarmogoyf. Oh, nope. I found the red mana. Oh, we're going to see a Kroxa? Yeah, buddy! Alright, so if we discard a non-land card, then each opponent who didn't discard a non-land card. So if I discard a non-land card, I won't take damage. I feel like I want to discard Cryptic, I guess. Yeah, I've got more. Cool. Kind of need these lands for now. Okay. Do I play out this Tireless Tracker? I think I do. There's a good chance they have removal for it, but at the same time, I would rather them spend their mana removing this turn than anything else they could be doing. Because they really haven't gotten anything going on from their side of things. So, obviously they're a little choked on mana. There's a good chance that they're just sitting on a handful of removal and making them tap down for it. This turn doesn't really matter. There's a Bolt. But, okay. So... I think with this game state, I'm just going to play this Tolaria West out and just sit. Deprive is pretty reasonable right now. Can bounce my breeding pool. Yeah, I'm priced into countering that. It's just too big. Cannot let that get through. Gonna bounce. I guess the breeding pool gives me the most options for the next turn. Yeah. Right now, life total is not something I'm super worried about. Dryad's an okay pickup here. Shock that. I don't know. Is Dryad the better player? Uro. Let's play the Dryad. It's got a big booty. Can't get lightning bolted down. So if they have Assassin's Trophy, they might want to fire that off because I guess I have Valakut in play. Liliana's Triumph. Yeah, that's a card Jen could play. Deprive again. All right. Well, I guess I'm sticking to my plan here. Let's see you draw. See you draw. Oh, come on, really? Is that really where we're at? So the only card they don't know about is Deprive, so this is fine. If they take my Uro, I can't escape it unless I top deck a green source, but there's a good number of those in this deck, so they took the Deprive. Okay. Yeah, they guess they don't really want to give me a discount on my Uro. Discount Uros. Pick them up at Uro's Discount Outlet. No, it's Crazy Oko. Crazy Oko's Discount Uro Emporium. There we go. He was just too nuts for Standard, and he was just too nuts for Pioneer. We thought he'd be safe in Modern, but no. Crazy Oko is banned in almost every format. Take it for a test drive, and you'll agree. All right, so I think I'm just going to double bolt that. I think it is worth getting it off the table. Yeah, doesn't change the size. Perfect. Groovy, man. Groovy. All right, Scalding Tarn is fine. Actually, this does give us access to a Mystic Sanctuary. So I could put any card I want in my hand right now, or any of the spells in my graveyard in my hand right now. But I don't really want to do that because they do have discard spells. So let's see. Want to mostly take out creatures. They are the type that we don't have a way to get back. Instants and sorceries. Obviously, we can with Mystic Sanctuary, and then lands we can with Wrenn and Six. Put a land on the battlefield. New. But this Scalding Tarn gives me access to a Mystic Sanctuary that wouldn't target or wouldn't trigger. So actually, never mind. So don't worry about that. We got 2 islands, but Tolaria West is not an island. So Scalding Tarn cannot access that. More discard. Wrenn and Six. Yes, you can have a 3rd land. Sure. Hopefully they don't. I don't. Yeah, there it is. Please do not fetch and Fatal Push. Don't do it. Have a heart. Okay, cool. I'm gonna save this in case we draw a Dryad or an island. Perfect. Cool. So at instant speed, I can put Cryptic on top of my deck, and then in response to that trigger, Thought Scour, and then they won't let me draw it. So I have to Thought Scour them. So actually, we're just gonna attack the Wrenn and Six here in response to the trigger. I'm gonna go get. I think there's another Mystic Sanctuary in the deck. So we got 1, 2, 3 islands for sure. Yes, the other Mystic Sanctuary is there. Cool. So I'm gonna get it. Gonna put Cryptic on top because I have more than enough mana. Would I like to do that? Of course I would. Sure. And then Uro draws me a card, which is surprise, surprise, Cryptic. It's not a land card. I can't put it on the battlefield. Crash into the Wrenn and Six, and it looks like we are good to go. Cleared for liftoff, friends. Uro just wrecking through this game. Feeling very, very good. Driver's seat against Yund in game 1. I think the best draw in their deck is Bloodbraid because it's basically 2 draws, but there's a good chance they have to shock for it. They didn't have the 4th land last turn, obviously, but they might have to fetch or shock for it, and then we pretty much just counter whatever the Bloodbraid flips into because a 3/2 is not threatening at all. Tap land. Oh, no. Bolt. Bolt resolves. You know I have a Cryptic, right? Counter target spell, return target permanent to its owner's hand. So that spell is permanent. We go blue, 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 blue. Beep, 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 beep. Cool. And that's That's gotta be game, right? Because we just start looping them now. So when you have a card draw in play, if you can Cryptic and bounce something, or bounce your Mystic Sanctuary, then you reset your card, and then you attack with your Uro, or use your Emery to draw a card, and you draw your Cryptic. I'll put my Misty into play, why not? Crash in, put them to 5, and they're under the Cryptic lock. Yeah, there's the concession. Cool. So this is finally a different deck to play against. And Veil of Summer is going to be A+ here. Aether Gust is okay. It's probably pretty good because Tarmogoyf is a big boy. I had to double bolt it there. Like Wrenn and Six and 3 Deprives. Wrenn and Six kills very little. It's pretty vulnerable, but... And then my 3 other cuts, what did I want them to be? It wasn't Tracker, was it? No. I thought I had something. I wanted the 3 to be the Deprive. So it's Wrenn and Six, 3 Deprive. I guess Cryptic actually might be the better cut because it's just... There's a good chance we don't get to that point. And Deprive would have done the same thing in that game, actually. But have been more mana efficient. So, cut a Wrenn 6. Maybe the Trackers, because they die to all the removal too easily. I suppose Ghost Quarter's not great to keep here, so this is one of those neat matchups where we can shave that. Other than that, we don't have much we can grab here. I suppose I could get Scoos as well for eating Croxa, but I don't think that's too great. So I think it's the only way that they... Oh, they have Call Against Command as well. Probably supposed to bring in Scoos here, but... You know what? Yeah. Aether Gust, probably not as good as Scoos. Aether Gust doesn't hit their Lilianas. It doesn't hit their... Well, Veil of Summer kind of hits everything it doesn't, but... Okay, so we'll do that and bring back Cryptic. Yeah. Let's try it that way. It's messy, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Just trying to learn here, and this deck is complicated and weird, but it's super, super sweet. Maybe I'm supposed to cut the birds. I bet that's what I'm supposed to do. Against the Wrenn and Six Fatal Push deck? Yeah. If this doesn't take my birds, I'm pretty sure I was supposed to not. That's going to take Wrenn and Six. Pretty sure I was supposed to cut my... Oh, they took the birds. Okay, maybe they have a follow-up one. Okay, play Scalding Tarn first. And pass the turn. I can control 1 lands with different names. Just the 1 lands. Not 2 lands, just the 1 lands. The only reason I can think they're in the tank for so long is because they, again, don't have a second land drop. Or maybe they have a second land and a Wrenn and Six, but no fetch land. Nope, there's a fetch land, so... This is a turn 2. That's a Shadow Spear. Alrighty. That's, wow. I don't know what to say to that. I guess it's pretty good on Tarmogoyf. Thought Scour. Draw Veil of Summer, because that seems fair. Alright, so... Do I fire off this Wrenn and Six? Or I can keep up both Deprive and Lightning Bolt and Veil? Or all 3 of Deprive, Lightning Bolt, and Veil? Nah, I think I just want to get this Wrenn and Six in. Because if they play something I want to counter... Yeah, I just want to get this Wrenn and Six in. It's just going to start generating value. I've got an Uro in the graveyard that I milled over, so... I can get a forest with this, but it's not an island. Do I really want to shock myself this early, though? Go to 14 against Jund. I think I'll be okay. The Uro starts gaining so much life so quickly that I think we'll be fine. So Wrenn and Six coming down, picking up Misty, pass the turn back. All right. We's up on cards, and for some reason they're playing Shadow Spear in their aggressive mid-range deck. I cannot fathom the logic of including Shadow Spear in your Gen deck, but to each their own. That is 2 Overgrown Tombs. They're going to play something that's a double green. Well, they had a Mountain and they've got a Liliana. Liliana lets me get a discount on Uro, I guess, so I'm not upset about that. Having Wrenn and Six versus Liliana seems good, especially when my opponent's already down to 4 cards in hand, so they put themselves on low resources. So, if it is a Liliana, my turn is probably going to be play Misty, crack Misty, pick it up. Okay, that's a trophy. Sure. Yes. Alright, get a forest in case there's a follow-up. There couldn't be a follow-up green or black spell. So that definitely should have been island. That's alright, we're gonna be fine. So blue, blue, green. And this can be green. So I can escape my Uro and exile everything in my graveyard. Seems reasonable. Although Cryptic on their next play seems better. Even if it's a Bloodbraid, I'm not really frightened, so I just go Cryptic counter draw, and then if I play the Uro from my hand, I can get this Field of the Dead in play and have Bolt or Veil ready. I guess that's fine. Getting more lands into play doesn't seem bad. I think the Cryptic is better. We shall see. Okay, I'm just going to Veil that. So we have Deprive still. We drew an extra land, which is great. So that's going to be able to get my Mystic Sanctuaries going. And turn, I don't need to take any. Ooh, main phase 2. Look at Mr. Fancy Pants with their main phase 2. Shock the Stomping Grounds, have themselves a Cooligans command ready. Alright, so we're definitely looking at Cooligans command coming out from the opponents. So that's fine. Dryad's an okay draw. Not great, but okay. Draw step Cooligans command? That doesn't make a lick of sense. If they do it, do I fire up Cryptic for counter draw? Okay, so they're doing it. Target player discards a card, deals 2 damage. What? Are you what? Oh, they don't have any creatures in their graveyard. Yeah, that's fine. Discard my Bolt? Yeah. Okay. Good luck with that. Yeah, because I can play Field, Misty, Dryad. Yeah. And then we start Sanctuary locking on Deprive. Good old Cooligans command for shock discard. Hey, I was hoping to find you here. Just watch all your Temur Urza videos the last few days. Oh, hey, Pogo Shark. Well, happy to have you. Happy you followed, and I hope you enjoyed the deck. I actually chickened out of playing it on the weekend. I ended up playing the Sam Pacenti Blue-Black Urza, but I love that deck. I wanted to play it on FNM. It's definitely super, super sweet, and yeah. Just give me 1 second to get my thoughts together on what I'm doing in this game. But I'm playing a different Temur deck right now that's also super sweet. Might be actually a little bit better suited to the engine I was trying to run. But the Temur Urza deck is an absolute blast. I love the combination of elements in that deck. So I'm glad you enjoyed them. You're one of the people who made my 2,000 views in the last 4 weeks on YouTube happen, which is not a gratuitous amount, but you know what? It's a good place to start. So I'm going to counter this pillage in 2 ways because it's their last card in hand, and I guess daggers are fun. You know, just jam some daggers in your opponent's eye. So I've got island, island, island in play. So we get the Mystic Sanctuary. Actually, no, Sanctuary Looping is worth doing here. So let's put Veil on top because, again, the Savagery is sweet. I'm going to deprive this and bounce my Sanctuary. Obviously could have bounced the Field of the Dead there, but the ETB trigger. How'd I go with blue-black? So I went 4 and 2, and my losses were 1 and 2 to Grixis Death Shadow, 1 and 2 to one of the best Amulet Titan players in the world, Matthew Dilks. So, you know, I'll take it. It was a good tournament. Myself and all of my friends, we all went 4-2. So we were all 1 match win away from top 8ing. And it was a really fun day. So blue-black, the San Pacenti version of blue-black Urza is playing Emrys. And I'm just in love with that card. So the Eli Cassis version might be better. I don't actually know, but I'm definitely not yet willing to part with my Emrys. When I tried playing the Eli Cassis version, I just found it to be a little trickier to pilot and just set up quite a bit differently. A little bit of choice to make. If I awaken this if I escape this Uro, I won't be able to deprive unless I draw blue. Oh, right, no, I will. So Dryad makes everything easy mode. Stop forgetting. Bit weird on Eli's list. Emery's so good. Yeah, and it's like right now so few people are playing game 1 interaction a lot of the time that it just gets set up and then it just takes over the game. And even when they do find interaction, like they have to use it there. And yeah, this deck is unreal. So I got this from the Faithless Brewing Discord, and it was in the okay. So do I want to let that resolve? Yeah, I don't really mind them killing my Field of the Dead right now. So I got this from the Faithless Brewing Discord. MrRaeb, I believe, is in there, and put this deck together, 5-0'd with it. It's in the Moto deck dump from a couple of, like 4 days ago, something like that. And yeah, it's super sweet. It's kind of like the Temur Urza deck if you took out all the Urza parts and added more good cards. Okay, Mountain, Scalding Tarn, sweet. Uro's in, and that's going to be lights out for Jund. Yeah, this deck is also going to go up on my YouTube tomorrow under the name of Temur Snuro Cryptic and Six, and you definitely want to watch the first match. It was a hoot against Amulet Titan. They were not happy. We've got Veil and Deprive here, so this is kind of pillage. Yeah, we still have this Deprive, bro. Brosephine, Brosetta, Brosetia. I don't know how to pronounce that word. All right. See ya. All right. Heading on to match number 4. That's good to know that my YouTube channel's just working its way. It's been neat to see the analytics pop up, and it's good to finally meet someone who found the Twitch channel through that. So this is kind of awkward. It doesn't have a green, not saffron olive. All right. Well, I think I'm going to keep it because of the Thought Scour, and I believe green is the most common color among our lands. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 we can draw into. Commune with nature. This is a budget once upon a time, and they pick up a Glistener Elf. Alright, so one of my best buddies played a lot of Infect. This Wrenn and Six would be really good if I could play it, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to draw a green source when they play this Glistener Elf, and we're going to ping it, and everything's going to be great, and we're going to kill it, and we're going to win. I hope. Hinterland Harbor. Yep. Glistener Elf. Sure. And second Glistener Elf, of course. This does mean they'll have less pump spells in their hand, so there's the mana we needed. Sweet. So Scalding Tarn. Gonna go get Breeding Pool, shack it. Shack that right in. Gonna go red, green, but boom, Wrenn and Six, and pop off one of these Glistener Elves, and if they want to take my Wrenn and Six off the table, they need a Noble Hierarch or a pump spell. That Inkmoth Nexus might be a problem, although we do have a Tolaria West in our hand that will go get our Ghost Quarter. So depending on how this all works out, we might be in good shape here. Of course, they could just kill us right now. They could have scale up into Might of Old Kroza or... Oh, Might of Old Kroza? Sure. They're going to 9 us? Yeah, they're going to 9 us. Oh, boy. Luckily, we have a blocker for the Inkmoth, which might buy us just enough time. We shall see. So, I can play Snow-Covered Island, and I cannot play the Uro because then I won't be able to play the birds. So we'll just get the bird out there, and then we still have another out if they have Distortion Strike or removal spell for my bird. Yeah. Then we can Thought Scour into a Lightning Bolt here. I'm actually going to do that after declaring block. So we're going to go block. Before damage, I'm going to Thought Scour myself, and if we pick up a bolt here... Okay, second birds is not actually useful, but it's kind of close to useful, so... also, if we'd milled the Ghost Quarter, it would mean we'd have to spend less mana this turn. So, transmute... And then hopefully they don't have Blossoming Defense or Vines of Vastwood here, because then we are super dead. GQ, play the GQ, pap that bad boy. Woof! Alright, we may have survived. We're at 9 Infect, but 9 is not none. Alright. Alright, now ladies, yeah. What's cooler than cool? Alright, so if I pick up this Mystic Sanctuary, I can rebuy any of the instants and sorceries in my graveyard. I'm not really interested in those. So gonna rebuy Tarn. Gonna go Valakut, Uro. No. Field. Uro. Okay. Uro gives me the extra land drop. Misty. It's fine. Fetch. And then play the birds. I don't need another island right now. But then again, my life total is not likely to matter against them. Again, my good friend who's actually usually on here on Skype with me, T-West and Wrenn and Six Gas. Yeah, this deck is neat. It's really cool. I mean, I've gotten most of the utility lands actually in this draw already. Like, we've got the field, we've got the Valakut, and we've got the Ghost Quarter. So, all right. They have one card in hand, so we'll just try to kill that. We do have a secondary blocker, and we have a replacement Wrenn and Six, so there's a Blossoming Defense. This does mean we're not going to die. And we can put out a second blocker in Uro. Could once upon a time and try to find a Dryad of Elysian Groves. So that's what I'm going to do, actually. Didn't find it. Another T-West, don't need that. Stomping Grounds is fine. I think the safest play here is Ghost Quarter and Awaken Uro? No, we play the Misty and we Awaken Uro. So I need to get a green source. I've got 2 breeding pools in play. You know what? I'm just going to play Stomping Grounds, because that's guaranteed a green source. So play Uro, or sorry, look at Uro. We could also draw a Bolt here. Haven't seen one yet. So once upon a time can go. I'm not likely to use that. Birds is fine. Dryad's fine. Thought Scour. There's way too many of those in there. All right. So we got 2 blockers here. So Distortion Strike will kill us, but not much else. We do get to get the Ghost Quarter in here. We didn't flip, or we didn't draw a Bolt, but get the Ghost Quarter down. So here is hoping they don't immediately draw Distortion Strike. All right, not Saffron Olive. What do you got? You swinging? You swinging? You swanging? Are you stepping on the beach? You are not. Cool. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Kill the Glistener Elf. Vines? Kick the vines? Yeah! Kick the vines. I'm swinging my Uro into that thing. I do not care. I got replacement Uros for days. Alright, I think I'm pretty happy to get this Valakut in now. Field is going to start triggering, so we're going to have infinite blockers. So, ooh, did not block. Alright. I'm going to play my replacement Wrenn and Six. Keep that one. It's getting closer to giving me an emblem. I don't think there's anything that T-West can get me, but Sanctuary is kind of close to getting me something useful, so pick that up. Play the birds, play Misty, that gives me more zombies. I feel like I'd almost put Lethal into play next turn. And I suppose I could fire off the second copy of Uro to draw a card and try to find Bolt, but it looks like we didn't need it. Alrighty. So going into game number 2 against Infect. So definitely a little lucky there. Aether Gust seems pretty good. Engineer Explosives also alright. Neither of those deal with Inkmoth. Looks like Tracker's getting sided out again. So Tracker feeling real... I love this card so much, but I have no idea which matchups it's supposed to be in. Actually, Uro, yeah, and Uro's not super great. And then, there's no Bog in this mana base, so I think I'm going to board out, no, Tolaria West finds EE now, so I think that's worth keeping. Maybe just one Cryptic, that's a lot of Cryptic. Birds was an okay chump blocker. If I'm going to cut so many 3-drops, again, I feel like bringing out a bird is okay, and we're playing 24 lands anyway. Alright, I'm going to try it this way. Sideboarding is more art than science, he says, not knowing if that's true at all. Alright, this is like probably, if I stacked my deck, this would be close to the hand I would draw for myself, so. And it gets better. Alright. Alright. Bop. Some bop rockin' beats. Yep. That is a very unhappy Blighted Agent. Or it's about to be. Question is, do I... Yeah. Gonna leave up Scalding Tarn this turn so that I can have... Ooh! Subscribe to YouTube. Oh, thank you, Pogo. Gonna leave up the Bolt, because if they play a creature this turn, then I can bolt it on their turn, and then Wrenn and Six it on my turn. So, gives me a higher chance of taking it off the table, and then if they don't have protection, then I get to start picking up lands with Wrenn and Six, which is great. Getting the Steam Vents, again, trying to keep my island count high early. In the event that we start needing it for Mystic Sanctuaries. I'm pretty safe to fire off Burrow here, except they have all their mana open, so I'm just going to pass it back. There's a chance they boarded in things like Mystical Dispute, and I don't feel like just walking into that. Do I put that on top of their deck? Yeah, I think I do. I think just buying myself more time is fine. They're obviously trying to find an Infect creature. They're not playing Once Upon a Time, so yeah. So that just buys me more time here. It's going to get me my third island, so now we have Mystic Sanctuary Engine online. Breeding Pool's fine. Don't need to worry about basics. I guess I could have started worrying about land names for field, but this is not really a matchup where I'm all that concerned about how fast I'm going to win. It's mostly just about not losing. Thought Scour is an okay pickup too. Finally have a way to weave in a spell. So Thought Scour myself here, just fueling up future Uros, giving myself things to get with Sanctuary, with your Deprive. That's super. Don't want any of those spells on top of my deck right now. Not really. Okay, fetching. Stomping Ground is fine. So this turn we have access to 6-7 mana, so I'm going to play the Uro this turn and have Deprive up, which is great. So forest, so green, blue, green, play the Uro. Next turn we're going to escape this bad boy. Super. Another Thought Scour. It ain't not bad. Did I miss a Wrenn and Six activation? We're going to find out in a second. I guess, did I almost miss it, is the question. Thank you, Mana Traders, for these sweet guilds of, Ravnica City of Guilds. Return to nature, my Uro. You know what? You got it. I'm gonna let that one slide. I am so far ahead on the metrics that matter. I'm not going to get in a fight over something like that and then somehow lose the game if they resolve something. Again, I have like 5 outs for an Infect creature, but like this Blagent. Blagent resolves. Blagent gets bolted. Thought Scour myself. Oop, but not for a green, because that's illegal. Mill 2 Dryad of the Elysian Grove, as we do. Of course, we can always just win this game with Wrenn and Six going Emblem, so got that going for us, which is alright, I guess. Pick up the... I guess I could pick up a Mystic Sanctuary now and just stack a Bolt on top. That seems alright. Alright. That's, yep. That's how we win the game. Eventually we can find T-West. T-West gets us to our good friend Field of the Dead. Right. Pick a land. Play lands. And get our bolts ready to go again. So, Retrace Emblem, gonna end the game here in a second. I think I'm gonna get quote unquote greedy and plus my Wrenn and Six one more turn. Grab the Wooded Foothills, play the Foothills, play EE on 1. Guess I use my birds to do it? No, just play EE on 1. Alright, go. And then we just emblem Wrenn and Six and win this game with lightning bolts, I guess? Which is one of my favorite ways to win a game, just Wrenn and Six emblem. But yeah, they conceded. Interesting game from them. So they were playing Blighted Agents. I guess they were playing Glistener Elves, Blighted Agents, and like Moth Nexus, but they're playing Commune with Nature to get their creatures out, which I don't. It's definitely not the best. All right. Match the 5th. Let's get that 4-1. All right. Win the die roll. Good way to start. Let's remember to be classy. I did actually miss the last game, which I feel bad about. This hand is not great, but it's got a Once Upon a Time, and the Once Upon a Time could be a Birds of Paradise, and then it would be great. So let's do the thing. All right, so we're gonna hit a bird. We didn't hit a bird, but we did hit lands. I guess I should have anticipated the fail case for this hand, but still covered forest. It's a reasonable pickup. We're gonna get the Misty because I don't have one. I'm gonna play the Misty, conceal the maximum amount of information. So definitely not a great hand to keep in that the first thing we're gonna be doing is on turn 3, and we're against Tron. So if they have the quick Tron, we're going to be in trouble. But if they do not, if they stumble by 1 turn, we're going to have Cryptic ready for them. So, well, they got the turn 3 Tron, so I have to draw a piece of interaction ASAP. Ghost Quarter would be great. Or hopefully their payoff is mediocre. So Thought Scour could technically draw me a Deprive. Or I just make my peace with this and I Uro. Alright. I think I'm going to hedge that line. It's not a good hedge, but yeah. They got the Tronic. Not Karn. Come on. Worm Coil. Give me the Worm Coil. 4? Oh, this is bad Tron? Sweet. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. That deals with Deprive, but not much else. And then you have a Matter Reshaper as well? That's fine. Alright, this is super. This is just great. I couldn't be more enthused about how this game is going. So I can play Sanctuary and put anything on top that I want, and then Uro to draw it. Yeah, that's alright. Do I want another Thought Scour? I guess so. So let's play Sanctuary. Thought Scour goes on top. Okay. Yes. Play Uro. In theory, I want a blue-red because I'm going to play Thought Scour, but I can also pretend that I have a Lightning Bolt. We're going to put Field of the Dead into play. Shisha. And then that goes down. At 21 here, but that's fine. I guess Thought Knot would be a little frustrating, but not really, because then I get an Uro out, and it's bigger than everything they have. So Thought Knot could take the Cryptic, but everything else in this deck... It's funny that they put Chalice on 2, because this deck, other than like Deprive, basically dodges the 2. Yeah, Thought Knot's fine. So, probably grabbing the Cryptic with this because they'll see the writing on the wall with Mystic Sanctuary, but we've got 2 more Cryptics in the deck. We're going to get to Thought Scour. We're going to get to Uro. They could take Dryad, I guess, if they're worried about the Valakut just coming in and going off. Took the Uro. Okay. The one from my graveyard is still coming back, friend. Just FYI. Oh, no, it's not. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Although I've got Cryptic for draw lock, so, you know. Yeah. Well played. And map. Good stuff. Alright. So we are going to get to start refilling our yard. Shisha. Birds is not the best. Oh, but we instantly drew a new Uro. So can I escape the Uro this turn? I think the answer is no. I can play this Birds and have Cryptic up, so Cryptic and Bolt. So I think that's the play. Scalding Tarn can still give me a Mystic Sanctuary? Yeah, there's one more in the deck. So I could tap their team, draw a card, and Mystic Sanctuary. They're mapping. They're getting Blast Zone? If I had to guess? Oh no, maybe Seagate Wreckage? Cavern. Yeah. Alright, so Uncounterable Smasher. Smasher's fine though, because we have Cryptic for now, so we can just start locking their attack step. Could also be Endbringer. That's a Smasher. Okay. Smasher's fine. So Cryptic, tap all creatures our opponents control, draw a card. Blue, and 1. Draw. Cool. Gonna go get our Mystic Sanctuary. Cha-cha. Put Cryptic on top. Yes, thank you very much. Yes. Should have tapped so I could bolt, but I think it's okay. So draw the Cryptic. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't escape the Uro unless I put multiple cards into the yard. So this gets me closer. Snow-covered forest is probably fine. And then Bolt gets me there next turn. Does that mean I can play Dryad this turn? It does. Okay, cool. So we got to Cryptic lock them for 1 turn. And then I can Bolt and then escape Uro. And then we can start progressing through the Cryptic lock. So it almost doesn't matter what this is. TKS is fine, so ETB, Bolt U. They can't take Mystic Sanctuary, right? Just double checking. Non-land card, perfect. So tap all creatures your opponents control. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. Tap all creatures your opponents control. Choose a permanent. Choose my sanctuary. Loop it. Kick it. Down, 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 down. Boo doo 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 doo. Let's actually push it. Push it real good. Hopefully they don't have actually a push, because they can push my my big lad named Udo Mindstone into their chalice. Nice. Womp womp. Alright, so we go Sanctuary. Cryptic goes on top. Yes. Burrow. Green. Blue. Green. I'm going to tap the birds because then somehow if it dies, I'll still be able to do the thing. We have exactly 5. Awaken. Yep. Draw that thing. Don't have a land to play. It's fine. Okay. And because I now have a 6/6 in play, even if they play something I have to counter, I can just go counter bounce, and the way my blocks go, I will not die. Matter of Shaper's fine. Return target permanent, tap all creatures your opponents control. 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually get to start cracking in for 8 here, so I can end this game rather quickly at this point, which is kind of neat. This was something very similar to what my Temur Urza deck was doing, but obviously this deck is just a scotch more efficient at it. Okay, we've got a Mystic Sanctuary before combat. Don't forget it. I almost did there. Tired, and I'm at the 5th match of this league, and they have been 5th match of the second league here, and they've been epic games, but still easy to punt and die. Definitely he did that against Dredge earlier last week, I think it was, but I think we're here. We're fine here. So lethal on board. We've got the Field of the Dead going on top of everything else, so this is GG. So return target permanent to its own hand. Tap all creatures your opponent's control. I feel like this is the first time they held their cards, so maybe there's some kind of trick that's going to come out, but no, I think they're just seeing if we punt. And we did not. Now they could play some kind of post-combat blocker. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Not all is dust. Oh, blocking ball. Ball's fine. Ball's not even a big deal. That does not save you, friend. It looks like it saves you. You killed my bird. You successfully killed my bird. Let me tell you, bird is the word. Do 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 do. Oh, I'm only getting in for 8 here. Alright, so we're putting them to 1. It's fine. Okay, accidentally gave them an extra draw. So what I should have done there, and I was thinking about it, was just tap their team before attack. Yep, sorry. Just reading the modes, making sure I don't punt. It is possible if they had something like Ghost Quarter that they could have played the Ghost Quarter and stopped me from looping my Mystic Sanctuary. They didn't do it in that game. One of the tricky things here is we don't actually have a lot of sideboard for this matchup, although I feel like Engineered Explosives, I'm going to bring it in because there is a world in which the Chalice comes down on a number that is really bad for us. Brazen Borrower also seems okay. That was sweet. It definitely was. This deck is total gas. So, how you doing this evening, Brian? This is one of my wonderful teammates from Trios teams, and this deck is total gas, dude. It's insane. I think it's got to be the trackers again, and I don't. Okay, Wrenn and Six is definitely good. Trackers and Deprive, maybe. Yeah, probably right. Again, Tracker is such a sweet card, but it's just kind of unnecessary a lot of time with what we're doing here. The one thing is that it does draw cards, which the Dryad doesn't do. So maybe we'll just kind of Scientician split it. I do want to leave more copies of Tracker in from time to time and just see what it's really doing. We'll try something like that. Sweet, sweet, sweet. This is the 5th match of this league, but it'll all be up on the YouTube tomorrow. So if you want to see this awesome, awesome modern deck do its thing, you can type !deck in chat to get a link to the deck list. So this is not a great hand against E-Tron, but I'm gonna keep it. Hopefully they don't come out too quickly. Relic, yeah. I guess I'm glad I have EE. Should work. The bot's supposed to be in there. You can also click on the screen. There should be a Stream Decker widget that gives you the link to the deck list there. Actually, it'll appear on the screen with that one. It's kind of neat. So, Foothills here. Or Shock the Stamping Ground. I'm going to Shock the Stamping Grounds. This gives me access to Bolt and Brazen Borrower. So my turn 4 play is going to be Tireless Tracker. And okay, so they just kept a pretty slow hand. Probably has Natural Tron. Yeah, so it's just going to be play Dryad this turn, and then, well, we'll see what comes up. Valakut. All right, so I don't want to expose my Dryad early, but I definitely want to make a play this turn. So I think we're just going to use Uro as a sacrificial giant here. They're going to get to Relic it. It's not really the biggest of deals when we're going to be able to have Dryad Valakut going, so hopefully that's going to be what pulls us through this game. They should Relic me here at some point. There it is. Yes, Moto, I will make my one legal choice. Thank you for prompting me. Really hoping they don't just like hit Tron here and like Ugin me. They did not. They could Smasher or Endbringer there. I do not know what 5 cards they have in hand. It's probably some combination of Dismember and Spatial Contortions. So that's why Tracker is going to come down now. Because we want the Dryad to live, if at all possible. Now they're going to kill it with the Contortion or what have you. I'm going to fetch in response and get a second clue. No, Dismember, sure. I'm going to fetch in response, get a Breeding Pool, and this gets me... Target player exiles a card. Yeah, that's okay. Yes, you can... Okay. Yes, that's technically acceptable sequencing, opponent. I don't know why you need to interrupt the actual interaction we're having here, but whatever. So I got 2 clues here. I can crack one this turn or Brazen Borrower, so kind of got a 3-for-1 with the Tracker. Feels good. Probably an All is Dust. Yeah, it could be an All is Dust and like a bunch of spot removal. They don't have enough mana for all his dust yet because this is colorless Eldrazi creature spells. No, colorless Eldrazi spells. Okay, so they can all his dust with that. 6. No, 4 for Walking Ballista. That's fine. I've got a bolt. Sweet. I guess I could. No, I don't want a Brazen Borrower with that. I am going to be more efficient and just crack a clue at the end of turn here, and I can bolt this on my turn, no problem. I actually don't need to bolt it because I can play Dryad. Yeah, opponent's hand seems real loose. I can play Dryad here and then make a land drop that'll immediately be a bolt because this is 5 others. So I haven't gotten to do this yet with this deck, but this is one of the things that makes this deck kind of obscene is the fact that it's like a Temur like Cryptic Command control deck that very, very quickly turns into this like Valakut Titan style deck. So I actually almost have lethal on board right now, which is completely bonkers. And like if I had a Cryptic in my hand, I would have Cryptic backup too. Like this is gross. I can shoot them for 6 right now plus Lightning Bolt. So they really, really, really have to take this Dryad off the table. Like they might have to like all is dust the one creature. And then I will play the second one and they will cry. 6 is Eugene? Yeah. So I took 2 Deprives out of my deck, which at the moment feels a little foolish. Gonna Thought Scour myself in response just in case I draw it. So let's see what's up. Okay. EE, field. Ooh, field got in there. Alright, well. So that's going to resolve. They can tick it down to kill my Dryad. I can bolt it in response. I think I'd rather bolt it with a land than the bolt. So let's sack the Foothills and get one of my other forest. No. I think Steam Vents is still in there. Yeah. Relic me in response, of course, because my opponent is nonstop kind of a jerk with their relic. Okay. Yeah, get the Steam Vents. Gonna shock it because I still want to crack a clue this turn. So we'll use the Valakut to kill the Ugin. Yes. And then we'll just play the second Dryad. You got 15 points of damage. Yeah, something gross like that. Yeah, I drew another fetch land. That's right. Yep. So play the second Dryad. Play the Misty. Dome them. So I've got 2 fetches and 2 bolts. So I can put them to 1 currently. Go face. Oh, we're going face. Face is the place, friend. No, I can just kill him. Whoops. Hold on. Assuming that there are enough lands to fetch. Yes, there are. Oh, there's also Mystic Sanctuaries in my deck still. I actually forgot that I can still do that. So, yeah, we're just going to kill him. Fetch. Put that on the stack. Fetch. Put this one on the stack. Shock it. Why the hell not? I'm going to bolt them. Then we're going to bolt them. Yeah, so got the 4-1 here. And we lost only to Punt Then Wine, who is the second from Trophy Leader. So this deck was absolute gas. Thank you, MrRaeb. Yeah, before you drew the... Yes, I could have. Yeah. A little tired after 2 leagues and have never played this deck before, but you're 100% right. That was the line. Anywho, still solid 4-1 with this awesome deck. It would give me a chance to play Lightning Bolt again in Constructed. I freaking love this card. Dryad plus Wrenn and Six plus Uro plus Cryptic Command. I mean, this is just all sorts of great nonsense. So I would be excited to play this deck again anytime and really get good with it. The first match against Titan was insane. The second match was against Punt Then Wine. So Lightning Bolt is a sick card. It definitely is, although you are able to appreciate Path to Exile in a way that I never have been able to. I freaking hate Path to Exile. Assassin's Trophy is fun because it kills anything, including lands, but path. Why? I don't want to give them lands. I know it exiles any creature, but anyway, deck was total gas. I wish that I could know exactly what the creator was intending with the sideboard and everything. You definitely can play Damping Sphere. Yeah, I know Path saves people, but you definitely could play Damping Sphere in the sideboard. I don't know if you want to, but I'm just saying it is an option if you needed hate for the Titan deck, but I don't really feel like you need it. Again, like Ashiok is something you could be playing, but I'm not sure about if you need it. The single Tormod scripts, I don't know if that's going to be enough for Dredge, although Cryptic Command locking Dredge and playing Uro over and over and over again seems pretty good against that deck, so maybe you're fine, and maybe the percentage of Dredge in the metagame is not that high right now. Anywho, thanks for tuning in. I've got some testing and chatting to do with my friends, and so go up on the YouTube, as with everything else. Thanks for hanging out, Pogo Shark. Thanks for being here at this moment, Brian. And I will talk to everybody around whenever.